everybody, welcome again to another episode of Just for Fun Games. I'm your boy Azzy. With me always is my guy Roy. And today we're going to be reviewing Dune, late as always, but we take our sweet ass time.
Yeah, about to say, see, here at Just for Fun Games, we let shit marinate. We're not just here just to blow through a movie or a game. We're going to actually watch it, play it, even though we didn't watch this the second time like we promised. We're going to watch it again. So if you want to go ahead and start, we're going to talk.
Well, as always, we are not the type that can really express ourselves decently without getting into the nitty gritty. So if you haven't seen Dune, and you have access to HBO Max, or you want to go and see it in the theaters as the director, Denis Villeneuve, wants you to see it, then by all means, please come on back. We're going to be spoiling a whole ton. Thank you. Anyway, that aside, this felt like
don't do the TikTok I sent you. It felt like it was like a 2-hour trailer for the sequel.
No. You know what? I'm not going to say that because that implicates that nothing happened in this movie, and plenty happened in this movie.
Oh yeah, plenty happened.
I felt like this feels like the nerd art house movie that I'm supposed to like more than I did. This feels like on the level of like The Godfather. It's like, oh, you didn't see The Godfather? It's the greatest movie. It's like, is it though?
Yeah. Because I'm gonna be honest with you. As far as my knowledge with Dune, the franchise, I didn't see the old 1984 Dune or read the books or anything. The only reference I had with Dune is when Dane Cook was doing a comedy and talking about Nesquik. He's like, the movie Dune is in my drink. That's as far as I go with Dune. So watching this.
The only thing I knew about Dune, growing up, the only thing I knew about Dune were the giant worms.
Yeah,
that's the giant worm thing, right?
You had giant worms and Sting.
I didn't know. I didn't even get the Sting thing until people started asking me about it. But, so one thing I like that's essentially been discussed ad nauseum amongst critics is the pushing back against the idea that this is supposed to be like sci-fi Lord of the Rings. It's like, no, it's not. It's more sci-fi Game of Thrones. It's very much.
Oh yeah, because anybody you have attachments to in this movie, they gonna be gone.
My initial impressions when I was watching the movie is that my initial mistake. You can start from there. My initial mistake when I watched this movie, which is why I really wanted to watch it a second time. Damn you, Guardians of the Galaxy! Was that the way the director wanted us to see this movie was in theaters, and it's not normal for me to see a movie in theaters with closed captions. And I really wish that I had the subtitles on for the entirety of this movie because there's so many names and terminology and organizations that are very abnormal sounding and hard to remember after the fact. You couldn't if my life was on the line, you asked me to remember the name of like the Order of Witches or Magical Women, I couldn't remember for the life of me. All of these interesting names and different names and very sci-fi names, and the main character's name is Paul. And just as boring as that sounds, was kind of what I got out of it. It felt like all the characters around Paul were way more interesting than Paul ever was. He just feels like
you know what?
He feels like the Wonder Bread of. He feels like the Wonder Bread of the chosen young white male savior.
Yeah, but I was getting more like he's the one, or this. I forget what they call him. You know, some messiah kind of thing.
He's supposed to effectively. I'm trying to remember.
That's the problem. You won't remember.
Jesuit. Like in the movie, they established that there's this order of like priestesses, essentially, who employ a power called the Voice, and they have been manipulating events and orchestrating things to bring about a prophesized male hero that would employ the voice because men aren't allowed to have it. It seems to be something you can only get genetically. Like you need to essentially be like a mutant or an X-Men in order to employ the voice, and they only have women in order to make sure that the one time they have a male that can use the voice, it's the chosen one. And the mother of the mother of Paul got uppity and thought she was sure that she was going to be the mother of the chosen one, so she made sure to have a boy because you could choose, I guess.
I don't. But but like
the other person came in, it's like, I told you to only have girls. It's like, oh, she accidentally flipped the wrong switch. I'm sorry.
But yeah, I mean, like, no offense to people who like Dune, I want to like this movie. I really do. But like, I ain't gonna lie, when I was watching it, I was falling asleep. That's how bad it was to me. I was like, yo, all the monologues and everything that was going on, trying to develop character, was boring to me. It was like, at this point, I could just read the book.
I'll disagree. I didn't fall asleep. I took breaks.
Well, I took one break. I took one break, and that was near the end. Like, when I was like, holy shit, there's like fucking 15 minutes left, and we haven't met what's her name's character? Zendaya. Yeah, we didn't meet Zendaya's character yet. I'm like, yo, what the hell?
I do want to cut in of like the TikTok trend where you just play that music.
Yeah.
But no, I was there for the drama. But watching the movie made me sit there and go, like, I kind of want this as a series. I feel like it was a mistake to make it a movie, even though they took the necessary steps of breaking into one of two parts.
I don't know. Is it just two parts? 3 parts?
No, it's just 2 parts.
2 parts. Okay.
But I was once the gears started moving, or like the plot started moving and the political drama started kicking in, I was kind of there for it. I like once the Atreides, which is the family, Paul's family, took hold of the planet whose name I've forgotten. And realized that
the one with the dunes,
that the assholes they used to run the place left it like a shithole just to screw them over. I kind of wanted more time with them trying to make it work, because it felt like just like that they're attacked. It's like they didn't even give them time to set up like the kitchen. Like, they didn't put the groceries away, and they're already getting attacked and take the place back. Now, like, what's the point?
Now, granted, because I did like kind of pause it at certain moments, and like when they were finally being attacked, that was an hour into the movie. So like, yeah. I ain't gonna lie, the attack on the family and all that was cool. That, like, I ain't gonna. This movie
really good political drama. Like, there's like peak Game of Thrones esque.
Yeah,
like the conflict came in.
What way?
Really quickly, and then it was just like everyone's dead.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. This movie is beautiful. Now, I'm not gonna say I'm gonna go rush out to the movie theater to see it. Like, it was bad enough when my girlfriend was asking. She just saw Zendaya up in there. She's like, "Oh, I want to go see that." I was like, "Baby, no. She's only in the movie for like 8 minutes. That is it."
Shit. I need like some stuff stuffed in my nose when I do that. Just like,
let's say, just
can't do it. The other thing that took me out of it, getting back on like Paul being boring, was I love me sci-fi. I love my fantasy. I also especially love sci-fi where there's just like that sprinkling of magic in, because in the future there tends to at times be magic. The Force.
Hold on. Go ahead.
Sorry, but the voice Could they have done anything to make it sound less like someone trying to pretend they're possessed by a demon? It's like, give me the knife. It's like, okay, all right.
Well, I'm about to say because
You're gonna sit there and give me your best Smeagol. I'm sorry. Like I'm gonna hold on to the knife.
because
right?
I was about to say because ain't nothing worse than the sequel to Planet of the Apes with Beneath the Planet of the Apes, where they had humans being able to read people's minds and doing all this other shit. That one, I was like, okay, I can't believe this shit. But this one, I was into the whole voice thing. It's like, kill him, you know,
as a
release us.
concept, but as a concept, but it comes down to the sound design. It's like there were so many easier ways that you could have handled it. You could have just deepened their voice and give them reverb or something.
I thought it was fine. I was all aboard for the voice.
It was like scratchy throat and shit. It's like what's the
Give me the water.
What's the best? Yeah, it's like with sugar. No, it's like okay, all right. Here's the direction. It's like all right. So you're going to be employing the voice, but what I want you to do is I want you to try and self-destruct your vocal cords. That's how you use the voice. Is you destroy your throat.
What? I mean, yeah, honestly, that's not just their voice. It's a whole.
It wasn't like, but hold up. The elder, like the head woman of like the priesthood or something. She didn't have to do that scratchy voice shit. She's like, get out. I'm gonna get the fuck out. Okay, all right,
fine. Put your hand in the box. Put your hand in the box. What's in the box?
Put your hand in the box. Like, yeah,
what's in the box?
She had like she said shit. Everybody did it. All right.
But yeah, I mean,
like, when it was introduced, it immediately took me out of it, and it broke my immersion because it's so bad.
So yeah, all jokes aside, this movie, like, I want to love this movie. I really do. It's just no. I really do. Like, I'm not gonna like. I'm not like, I'm a sci-fi fan, and this wasn't like really catching my attention up until the last 30 minutes of the movie, and the fact that I would have been fine with it if they had already announced there was a part 2 to this. If they just told me that from the jump, but just like the whole Lord of the Rings trilogy, if they told me that from the jump, I would have been all okay with this. But the fact that we don't see Zendaya's character meeting Paul and all this until the last 5 minutes of the movie, which I want to mention, I like the fact that Paul's character, he can kind of see the future, and then when it comes to that last fight scene with, I forget his name, he kills him, but there was a vision he was going to get taught the ways of forget what the fuck. That's the problem with this movie. I can't remember the people.
It was like the voice of the vision told him that guy was going to be a friend and to follow the friend and whatnot, and that's not what happened at all. So that was kind of like okay, all right. I wasn't really like, oh, so clever.
Yeah.
I think I get what you're saying. There's enough redeeming qualities about it that I wanted a part 2, and the fact that it was up in the air and we didn't know yet if it was going to get a part 2, if the movie felt a bit tragic. It's like, so yeah, it's like that's essentially I walked out of it. It's like I didn't love it, but I wanted it to get the ending that it was supposed to get. I wanted it to get that part 2. So.
Yeah, it's got the very Lord of the Rings, like Sam and Frodo are on their own now. Let's go hop on a boat and continue the story. But I mean, but this one was pretty much all monologues, all political bullshit, all political bullshit that I was not feeling.
Oh no, man! I'll be like, no, hold on. I still feel like you're kind of downplaying it because there were great scenes like after they lost,
I'm not gonna...
and like the doctor that betrayed them, setting up Oscar Isaac's character to try and get one more fu into there. He's like, okay, I was there for that. And
I'm not gonna
of that event, yeah.
I'm not gonna say, yeah, this is the worst movie this year that I've seen. No, but right now, Mortal Kombat is, and maybe Resident Evil. So I'm not gonna say this was worse than that. No, this is not a bad. This is not a bad movie. It's just if you're into political fantasy and a whole bunch of monologues on, all this bullshit that's in the end of Dune.
It's not, but let's just say it's not the Galactic Senate from like the prequels.
well, here's the thing: the trailers mislead you. It's like it's got all this action in it, but that's in the actual movie. It's just a vision. But it's like this doesn't happen yet. Is this ever gonna? Especially at the end, is it gonna happen?
You mean? Yeah, when he like peeks at a possible future. Yeah.
Yeah, he's got that armor, and then he lifts up his face mask, and then he's got the blue eyes because of the spice, which I got.
I mean, Thanos died off screen, and Jason Momoa became sci-fi Boromir. So,
but he didn't betray nobody. He was like, let's fight like demons.
That's not the part of Boromir that I'm comparing you to. Okay.
Yeah, he got feared. Whatever. Regardless, like I said, I recommend. I'm glad this is. If you got time on HBO, watch it on HBO Max.
It's one of those movies that you'd be thankful that you didn't get up off your ass to go to the theater to see it. At least for us.
I mean, see, that's what I'm saying. It's like because even Metacritic and all this, everybody loves this movie. Yeah. But it's hard for me to like it being a sci-fi fan. That's what it's like. I'm like, I don't want to hate it, but something's like you could trash this movie, just trash it, but I can't. It's the voice. It's the voice. Don't trash this movie.
It's like your pitch. No, it's trying to do the voice and tell you to trash the movie, but the pitch is off. It's like, because that's necessary.
What is it, Batman? Where are the other drugs going? Where was the spice going?
I feel you. I feel like you and I both kind of have very similar opinions about this.
Which I'm glad. I was like, I was glad because I was like, I hope he doesn't like really love. Yeah. I was like, I hope he doesn't like think this is the best movie of the year. I don't even know what I think is the best movie of the year yet. Ghostbuster Afterlife hasn't come out yet, so.
Everybody know it's Free Guy.
Actually, might be. It might be. It might be Free Guy.
Drop on your face. Just wait.
I totally forgot about Free Guy. Anyway, I would give this movie a 7.
Same. I would say 7.
I'm about to say, it's not like don't ever see this movie. Go see it. Just one time. I wouldn't pay money for it. Just like I said, get HBO Max and watch it that way.
I mean, you're still paying money for it, but don't pay the exorbitant amount of money it would take to go and enjoy yourself at the movie theater. Enjoy yourself at home for cheaper and watch it on HBO Max. Mm-hmm. But it's definitely something that I want people to experience and come up with their own idea on what they think about it. Because it's definitely something. There are good bits, there are mixed bits, and there are misleading parts because you need to promote the movie, and nothing gets anybody. Like Transformers have taught us that we are a society that only gets in seats if there are explosions, rolling cars, and spinning fucking cameras.
Because if it was just talking in the trailer, I'd be like, I'm not seeing this movie, which was the movie. It was just talking. And then it had action bits. I
don't think Batista got much of an opportunity to do any big action scenes. I think he rolled in after the action to wreck people, and that was it.
Yeah, like the only scene I remember with Batista is when he had those prisoners lined up. He was, "Ah!" and he fucking hacking them away, and that was about it. And then him talking to his uncle. Like I said, good luck remembering everybody's names but Paul.
I remember the Atreides. Atreides nuts. But anyway, that's going to be it for us on Dune. What did you think about it? Drop a comment down below. Hit the like button, subscribe, hit the bell notification so you know when we're busting out some more videos. and we will see you next time. Thank you so much for watching. Peace.
Deuces. You gonna get that spice, man. You gonna get that spice.